Welcome back to Ada County Clink Chronicles. Today we're going over the 12th of September, 2025. Let's get right into it. Oh, it's a Friday. Here we go. Jose, age 31, booked in at 7:52 p.m. Misdemeanor driving under the influence excessively. He's got those red glassy eyes. Riley, age 27, booked in at 6:15 p.m. Wait a minute. Felony driving under the influence, found guilty of 2 or more violations within 10 years, and a misdemeanor for, of course, consuming or possessing an open container by the driver. Riley, what are you doing, man? This is early, too. He didn't learn the first time, Judge. I recommend you extend and make that second DUI very painful. What I was trying to say earlier was, look at this. 12:26. Man, there was a huge gap Friday night of no arrests, no bookings from 7:52 p.m. on Friday night until the next day. Wow, I love it. Great job there, everyone. Jeremy, age 50, booked in at 2:40 p.m. Misdemeanor for driving reckless. What in the 50-year-old? This would be me. This would totally be me in a few years. Just out having a good old time, huh, Jeremy? Just play Gran Turismo 7. It's really fun. That's what I do when I want to drive reckless. Jessica, age 49, booked in at 2:20 p.m. Man, that's just crazy. So few charges. I'm loving this. Probation violation. I think we should all, pat ourselves on the back. Looks like at least this Friday, which was yesterday, actually, that we were all doing good. Maybe we all stayed home to drink like we should have. Maybe when that manager asked us to leave the property, all we did was just leave, Look at this. So nice. No strangulations in the evening. I mean, I don't know what the rest of the day holds, but still, wow, such a big pat on the back to everyone. Vernon, age 58, booked in at 1:43 p.m. Misdemeanor, possession of marijuana, and misdemeanor for drug paraphernalia. Yep, see, it's illegal here, Vernon. You know this. Got busted with it. Got to be a little more careful. Just kidding. I can't encourage people to break the law. Amanda, age 35, booked in at 12:36 p.m. Failure to appear. No new offense. Sarah, age 50, booked in at 12:26 p.m. Misdemeanor for petty theft. Sarah, what are you doing? Stealing some Skittles? Crazy. Luis, age 30, booked in at 12:03 p.m. Felony malicious injury to property. Yeah, you look like you got a serious attitude. Look at that face. Look at the little smug look. You're not so tough now, huh? Well, enjoy paying back. I hope you have to pay back all the damages. Because whoever you broke stuff, that's not fair to them, You go through your little temper tantrum in jail, buddy. Have a good time. Deanna, age 41, booked in 11:29 a.m. Felony controlled substance and misdemeanor for drug paraphernalia. Look, total cutie. Total cutie. This would be something I'd swipe. This is why my dating game sucks so bad. Lucille, like the bat from The Walking Dead? I don't know. Age 25, booked in at 10:15 a.m. Revocation of bail. Violation of conditions of release. Lucille, I'm not sure what you did, but don't do that again, right? If you want to get out of there. I would want to get out of there. Michael, age 34, booked in at 10:03 a.m. Felony ×2. Criminal conspiracy. Yikes. Does this I don't know, it's hard to read that face. If he's like, yep, got caught. I'm an idiot. Shouldn't have done it. I don't know. DeVry, like that old college back in the day. Maybe DeVry is still around. I don't know. Do you know if DeVry is still around? Let me know in the comments. Age 20, booked in at 10 a.m. Felony fugitive to Idaho. Hey, DeVry, you only colored half your hair. Are we doing like a two-face thing here? I mean, that'd be cool. That's a good color. I wonder what she's a fugitive to Idaho for. Interesting. Probably something awful. Just looks all sweet. That's how it works, right? If you look real sweet and innocent, and then they commit the most horrific crimes. Nathaniel, age 63, booked in at 9:47 a.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence. Man, you started drinking early, man. It's 9:47 on a Friday. Interesting. Maybe he's got them 3-day weekends all the time. I wish I had 3-day weekends all the time. Deonta, age 31, booked in at 8:03 a.m. Felony for burglary, felony for criminal conspiracy, felony for forged check, felony for grand theft, and felony for persistent Here we go. This is perfect indication to just never let this guy out again. Just don't. Just keep him in there. He has no regard for others or the law. Hayden, age 24, booked in at 2:30 a.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence and misdemeanor for consuming and or possessing an opiate container by the driver. Dude, I understand typically like when you're young or even when you're older, but your first offense, maybe you just don't realize how little it takes for them to give you a DUI. And then, so I try to give those people slack, right? And here it is, just blatant disregard to even have an open container in the car. Oh gosh, come on, Hayden. You have got to know better than that. Brandee, age 42, booked in at 2:13 a.m. Do I know this girl from Facebook? Oh my gosh. I think this is the same girl. Hold on. I'm pausing so I can go look on my phone. Okay. So totally found her profile on my Facebook. This has to be the same girl. I'm checking to see if like the mole placement there on the left cheek she has. And her photos online, it's typically very make-upped up. Oh, I see both of them. Yeah. So just as to confirm, I see this and this and this on the gal's face on Facebook. Oh no, what are you doing, Brandee? We're friends on Facebook and now you got busted for drinking and driving. Looks like that is crazy. I totally need to take a picture of her mugshot, screenshot it so that she forever has this as a little memoir just to mess with her. Anyhow, wow, so funny. Yeah, it's such a small world sometimes. Brandee, age 42, booked in at 2:13 a.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence excessively. This is that Friday night shenanigans, right? No. This would have been Thursday night because this is Friday morning at 2:13. She was out doing Thursday night drinking. Brandee, do you have Thursday or Fridays off? You're so lucky. I wish. Misdemeanor for possession of marijuana. Misdemeanor for drug paraphernalia. I had no idea she was into marijuana. Misdemeanor for driving without privileges. Wait, how do you not have your driver's license, Brandee? What? And misdemeanor for second and... Oh my... This girl is a mess. Oh, jeez. Oh, hilarious. You know how everybody looks all together, right? All put together online on their, especially their social media. And look at this train wreck right now. Hilarious. Oh my gosh. Anyhow, yeah, Brandee, that's just like everybody else, drinking and driving. It's not cool. Looks like it's your first offense though, which is nice. Here though, vehicle insurance, subsequent offense, second one. That's getting pretty bad towards yourself. And I don't know why you don't have your driver's license. Huh. But wow, what a small world. Don't drink and drive. Taven, age 21, booked in at 1:49 a.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence. Why do I recognize this kid? Does this kid look like a doppelganger from a dude in a movie? I cannot place it right now. But if you know what I'm talking about when you see his face, throw that in the comments for me so I know. Brienne, age 36, booked it at 1:48 a.m. Misdemeanor, domestic battery, or assault in the presence of a child. Yikes. That's just straight crazy right there. Keep the home safe, people. Jeez. Riley, age 23, booked in at 1:13 a.m. Probation violation. Misdemeanor provided false information to a police officer, basically. And misdemeanor for controlled substance, frequenting place where used, manufactured, cultured, held, delivered, or given. I wonder what these, if all this on her face is something to do with the drugs. It would make sense for me as far as what movies I've seen. Those nasty drugs like maybe meth or I don't know, awful stuff. Either way, thank you, Boise City PD. One last drug user on the street. Riley, you're really young. Come on, just clean it up. Get off that crap. It's nothing. There's nothing good that comes out of that. Holy, Sarah, age 36, booked in at 1:13 a.m. Misdemeanor for misdemeanor, felony controlled substance. Oh, that's it. Felony controlled substance and misdemeanor for drug paraphernalia. Again, Boise City PD. Oh, these two gals must have been hanging out together. Wait, are they related? Different last names. Not too hard to spot these two on the street. I mean, just by the face alone. Come on, girls. Riley, don't hang out with Sarah anymore. She's a lot older. She's not a good example for you, okay? There's lots of great examples of women out there and friends. Sarah, I don't know how long you've been doing this, but this is nasty, okay? It looks like it's been a long time you've been on this stuff. Time to clean it up. Yolandi, age 45, booked in at 12:51 a.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence. Jacob, with the head and face and tattoos and face piercing and neck you got tattoos everywhere, man. Booked in at 12:42 a.m. Misdemeanor, controlled substance, frequenting place where used, manufactured, cultured, cultivated, held, delivered, and given. Boise City PD again. Man, you guys are awesome. I really want to send these guys, I don't know, something cool, like buy them all lunch or something. Be hard to catch every shift, but we just need to figure out a way to say thank you to, some of these departments, because you guys rock. Trevor, age 26, booked in at 12:03 a.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence excessively, misdemeanor for driving without privileges, and a misdemeanor for consuming or possessing open container by the driver. Come on, Trevor. I guess he's young. Still, I don't know why he didn't have a driver's license. Without a previous charge, I don't see a previous or subsequent offense here, so either way. Trevor, just clean it up, dude. Can't be drinking and driving, especially without a driver's license, especially just asking for it by having an open container in the vehicle. Anyways, this concludes the 12th of September, 2025. Thank you very much for the subs, and I'll see you guys next time.